Alrighty, hey guys, how's it going? It's me. It's a little bit after 5 o'clock on Tuesday, December 11th. Merry Christmas, everyone. Let's see. We are looking at streaming. Today we're going to be doing preparing the agent letter for it's an agent email with stream summaries, with stream the stream purpose, detailing the purpose of the streams and preparing the agent email detailing the purpose of the streams and providing a summary of each stream. Watch here. Alrighty. So I'm going to go here to Broker Daily, expand this. Alright, we also need to add the timestamps here. I need to really make a habit of adding those timestamps right after I conclude each stream. So I'll be working on that. Alright, so this agent email. Pretty much what I want to do is I want to have the streams every day be for whatever content it is that I want to share. But I don't want everybody to have to be dependent on watching every stream. Everybody's busy. Some of these streams run an hour, hour and a half. There's no way that everybody's going to be able to watch every stream, and so or not all of every stream, right? So we talked about having the first portion of every stream being used to cover brief topics, and then I will denote the time, the duration of those introduction brief topics here, and that way, anytime you want to just watch the brief topics, you can watch the first 13 minutes or the first 8 minutes or whatever it happens to be. And only if you're interested in the longer content do you need to hang out for the rest of the stream. So today we're going to be going through all these streams and identifying the break point where the introduction content, the brief content, concluded and the long form content commenced. So we need to identify those timestamps here. That's one thing we're going to be doing in today's stream. The other thing we're going to be doing in today's stream is writing a brief summary of every stream that I'm going to then email out to everybody. So the general workflow moving forward is I'll do about a month's worth of streaming, which is a month's worth of content. And if you're able to watch some of that along the way, or most of that, or all of it, or even a tiny portion of it, if you're able to watch some portion of it, wonderful. But whatever you miss, every month I'll also send out a summary email. So if you're interested and available to watch live, or if you're interested and available to watch the recorded stream afterward, or if you're not available to do that, you can know that there is a summary email that'll be forthcoming. So the information's there available for you in real time, or near real time if you want to consume it that way, or if you want to wait for the summary email to come once every month. then that's fine too. But either way, I want to make sure that everybody has access to the information, and that's really the primary reason that I'm streaming to begin with, is wanting to make sure that everybody has a path into getting all the information. And that's something that we haven't had in the past with trainings. I'd host a training class and I'll get, 3, 4, 5 agents that attend, and that's great for those 3, 4, or 5 agents. But sometimes I'll share information that, gosh, I wish everybody else could have had that information too. But it was just a 5 agent training class, and I know everybody else missed it. Same thing with office meetings. You do an office meeting, and we have generally really good attendance at the office meetings, but there's, that classroom environment at Pioneer Title and Rifleman. It only holds 45 people, give or take, and so, there's 20, 30 people that are missing from receiving that content. So streaming enables people to digest information live. It enables others to digest information by watching the recorded stream, later that day or the following day. And then by writing these summary emails, we catch everybody else. And so I think it's a very effective way to get all the information out, and therefore it's something I'm really excited about doing, because I think that it solves a problem that we've had for a long time, which is getting information disseminated to everyone in an efficient way, and hopefully a way that's a little bit of fun. It's fun for me to do this. It's kind of weird to say that, but it is. I guess it's a new. It's not new. It's new to me. I started streaming, or I started recording and uploading the beginning of this year. Let's see. Oh gosh, no, it's really been that long. July to December. So yeah, it's been a year and a half, July of 2017 until now. That's insane.
Hey guys, I'm driving down the street, and I was thinking about office meetings. So
All right, so yeah, it feels newer though. Maybe it's because I was doing the recordings and uploading before, and I just started streaming, I think, somewhere in this territory. So, um, so streaming's probably only been for the past, what, month and a half? So that makes sense. All right, so any case, let's get started on this email. So the first thing I want to do in this email is I want to explain the purpose of what it is that we're doing. So earlier we had written this. We did that in a stream a couple weeks ago, which I was thinking about using for the introduction of every stream. So when people tune into a stream or they watch a stream, there's a little bit of an introduction explaining that, explaining what we're going to write right now. So let's see. I wanted to talk about how the streams are not designed to be fancy, planned out productions. Rather, they are designed to be, they are simply designed to be me inviting you to be part of my day. Let's find a font between those two sizes. Let's call it, what is that? That's, okay, let's try that again. 12, no. Let's go to, that's good. All right, so let's start with a header. As you likely know, I have been streaming. I have been live streaming daily for the past few weeks. I've been live streaming, so people, just in case they don't know what that really is, will say video. I have been streaming live video. I have, as you likely know, I have been streaming video daily for the past few weeks. As you likely know, I have been streaming video daily for the past few weeks. I have been streaming, we'll just say, various topics and video streaming. Or actually, we'll say streaming various topics on YouTube. As you likely know, I have been streaming various topics on YouTube daily for the past few weeks. These streams are not designed to be fancy, planned out productions. Rather, they are simply designed to be me inviting you to be part of my day. Alright, so in purpose, or the goal of the streams is to provide opportunities to learn, as well as to allow you, that sounds rude, as well as to provide you with an opportunity to see the things that I do to keep Atova running, and the things we are doing to build for the future. Alright, as you likely know, I've been streaming various topics on YouTube daily for the past few weeks. As you likely know, I have been streaming various topics on YouTube daily for the past few weeks. These streams are not designed to be fancy, planned out productions. Rather, they are simply designed to be me inviting you to be part of my day. The goal of these streams is to provide opportunities to learn, as well as to provide you with too many opportunities here, as well as to provide you with give you away, not something I'm giving you away like a present, we'll just say allow you again for the moment, we'll come back and fix that, as well as to allow you to participate and see the things, the activities I do to keep Atova running, and the things we are doing to build for the future. As you likely know, I've been streaming various topics on YouTube daily for the past few weeks. These streams are not designed to be fancy, planned out productions. Rather, they are simply me inviting you to be part of my day. The goal of these streams is to provide opportunities to learn, as well as to allow you to participate, as well as to give you a path, a venue, it sounds too formal, a venue to watch, see or watch, to watch the activities. I really like the word participate better, because you guys can provide feedback and guide the topics and ask me questions. By the way, if you do have questions during the streams, I would encourage you to text me right now. I am looking at getting another monitor that I can put the live chat on. But presently, I'm not monitoring the live chat, so if you have questions in any of the streams, just text me. I do have my phone next to me and am happy to field your questions in real time. All right, so as you likely know, I have been streaming various topics on YouTube daily for the past few weeks. These streams are not designed to be fancy, planned out productions. Rather, they are simply me inviting you to be part of my day. The goal of these streams is to provide opportunities to learn. The goal of these streams is to provide opportunities to learn, as well as to give you a venue to participate in the activities I do to keep Atova running and the things we are doing to build for the future. That last sentence is just horrific. The goal of these streams is to provide opportunities to learn, and just shorten it up here a little bit, and provide. I always said provide. The goal of these opportunities is to provide opportunities to learn and to give you a view into the things I do to keep Atova running, the things I do to keep Atova running and to build for the future. All right, let's read it all again. As you likely know, I have been streaming various topics on YouTube daily for the past few weeks. These streams are not designed to be fancy, planned out productions. Rather, they are simply me inviting you to be part of my day. The goal of these streams is to provide opportunities to learn and to give you a view into the things that I do to keep Atova running and to build for the future. To things that... Okay, I'm not 100% sold on that, but we can revisit it later if we need. So we'll make that a little bit smaller, and then we'll come back to bigger text here. All right, so we have the intro. Actually, I want to continue that intro just for a little bit longer. So we have the goal. I also wanted to cover the structure. So, and I guess we can do that. We can do that here. The first 5 minutes or so of every stream is used to cover brief topics. I post the length of this brief topic segment is posted in the Broker Daily section on the dashboard. I would encourage everyone to at least watch the brief topic segment every day. And if you are interested, you are certainly also welcome to watch the longer form content if the topic is something of interest to you. The first 5 minutes or so every stream is used to cover brief topics. The length of this brief topic segment is posted. The length of each. No, the length of the brief topic segment is posted in the Broker Daily section on the dashboard. I would encourage everyone to at least watch the brief topic segment every day. You're also certainly welcome to watch the longer form content if the topic is something that is of interest to you. So yeah, I mean, honestly, anybody watching this stream right now, you can pretty much stop watching if you wanted to, and you can just wait for me to send this email out, because pretty much for the rest of this stream, I'm just going to be crafting the email, as well as checking these timestamps, and writing the summaries. So we have the email introduction that I'm doing now, then I'm going to be working on the timestamps, then I'm going to be writing the summaries, and that'll be that. So, if you're interested in seeing how the writing creative process works, certainly feel free to continue watching. Otherwise, you're welcome to wait for the email. Alright, so as you likely know, I've been streaming various topics on YouTube. What I'm going to do now is make sure that the whole thing flows together so far, because that's important. Alright, as you likely know, I have been streaming various topics on YouTube daily for the past few weeks. We'll just say each day. As you likely know, I have been streaming various topics on YouTube most every day for the past few weeks. As you likely know, I have been streaming various topics on YouTube most every day for the past few weeks. Most days. As you likely know, I have been streaming various topics on YouTube most days for the past few weeks. Do we even need that? We'll just get rid of that. As you likely know, I have been streaming various topics on YouTube for the past few weeks. These streams are not designed to be fancy, planned out productions. Rather, they are simply me inviting you to be part of my day. The goal of these streams is to provide opportunities to learn and to give you a view into the things that I do to keep Atova running. I think I need to repeat that so that the message is clear. And to give you a view into the things that I do to keep Atova running and the things that I'm doing to build for the future and the work that I'm doing to build for the future. Alright, as you likely know, I've been streaming various topics on YouTube for the past few weeks. These streams are not designed to be fancy, planned out productions. Rather, they are simply me inviting you to be part of my day. The goal of these streams is to provide opportunities to learn and to give you a view into the things that I do to keep Atova running and the work that I'm doing to build for the future. That sounds nice. The first 5 minutes or so of every stream is used to cover brief topics. The length of the brief topic segment is posted in the Broker Daily section on the dashboard. I would encourage everyone to watch the brief topic segment every day. You are also certainly welcome to view, watch. To watch the longer form content if the topic is something that you're interested in. Okay, and then continuing, we're running behind schedule here because we have all of November and part of December, so that's okay. We'll say every few weeks, we'll say that. Because I think maybe every month might be too long. It might be better, because if you wait a month to send out the summary, that's the word I was looking for earlier, summary. If I wait 4 weeks to send out the stream summaries, then the streams from the beginning of that time period are 4 weeks old. So I might want to do sending out emails every 3 weeks, every 2 or 3 weeks. Probably makes more sense. So every few weeks, I understand that everyone is busy and that I think we don't need to get into those details. I think we'll just say if you're unable, we'll just say for those agents we don't even need to say that either. I think we just say every few weeks I will prepare and email a stream summary, so if you have missed one or more of the streams, you will have a secondary path to receive and review the information. Okay, every few weeks I will prepare and email a stream summary. Maybe we should call that a stream summary. I guess technically it's a streams summary, but that sounds ridiculous. And putting it in quotes is kind of obnoxious too, so let's just call it that. Every few weeks I will prepare and email a stream summary. So if you have missed one or more of the streams, you'll have a secondary path to receive and review the information. Alright, so that works for me. This email is the first of such summaries. Okay, let's give it a review one more time. As you likely know, I have been streaming various topics on YouTube for the past few weeks. These streams are not designed to be fancy, planned out productions. Rather, they are simply me inviting you to be part of my day. The goal of these streams is to provide opportunities to learn and to give you a view into the things that I do to keep Atova running and the work that I'm doing to build for the future. The first 5 minutes or so of every stream is used to cover brief topics. The length of the brief topic segment is posted in the Broker Daily section on the dashboard. I would encourage everyone to watch the brief topic segment every day. You are also certainly welcome to watch the longer form content if the topic is something that you're interested in. Comma. Every few weeks I will also prepare and email a stream summary report. Report is a horrible word. Every few weeks I will also prepare, I don't need to say prepare, I will also email a stream summary, a stream overview. we'll say stream overviews. Every few weeks I will also email stream overviews. No, a stream overview. Prepare and email a stream summary. Maybe that's still better. Every few weeks I will also prepare and email a stream summary. So if you have missed one or more streams, you will have a secondary path to receive and review the information. Okay, every few weeks I will also prepare and email a stream summary. So if you have missed one or more streams, you will have a secondary path. This will provide you with a secondary path. This will provide you with a secondary path to receive and review the information. All right. Sorry, guys. When I write letters that are designed to go to clients, or if I'm drafting an email that's going to be brokerage wide, pretty much anything where I want to make sure that my points are made in a articulate, easy to understand fashion, I do read things over and over and over again. And honestly, if you're writing an important letter or email, I would encourage you to do the same. All right, so here we go again. As you likely know, I have been streaming various topics on YouTube for the past few weeks. These streams are not designed to be fancy, planned out productions. Rather, they are simply me inviting you to be part of my day. The goal of these streams is to provide opportunities to learn and to give you a view into the things that I do to keep Atova running and the work that I'm doing to build for the future. The first 5 minutes or so of every stream is used to cover brief topics. The length of the brief topic segment is posted in the Broker Daily section of the dashboard. That's going to be right here. Currently it's all zeros, but that's where it's going to go. The first 5 minutes or so of every stream is used to cover brief topics. The length of the brief topic segment is posted in the Broker Daily section on the dashboard. I would encourage everyone to watch the brief topic segment every day. You are also certainly welcome to watch the longer form content if the topic is something that you're interested in. Every few weeks I will also prepare and email a stream summary. So if you have missed one or more streams, this will provide you with a secondary path, with a backup option, with another opportunity to review the information. Every few weeks I will also prepare and email a stream summary. So if you have missed one or more streams, every few weeks I will also prepare and email a stream summary. If you have missed one or more streams, this will provide you with another opportunity to receive. What did I have before? Receive and review the information. This email is the first of such summaries. I don't need to say that. We can say here is the summary for the past several weeks. And what I want to do is I want to put it in chronological order. I want to put it in like order of importance. Here's the summary for the past several weeks, presented in the order of importance. And then we can go on and do that. So let's read it one more time. As you likely know, I have been streaming various topics on YouTube for the past few weeks. These streams are not designed to be fancy, planned out productions. Rather, they are simply me inviting you to be part of my day. The goal of these streams is to provide opportunities to learn and to give you a view into the things that I do to keep Atova running and the work that I'm doing to build for the future. The first 5 minutes or so of every stream is used to cover brief topics. The length of the brief topic segment is posted in the Broker Daily section on the dashboard. I would encourage everyone to watch the brief topic segment every day. You are also certainly welcome to watch the longer form content if the topic is something that you're interested in. Every few weeks, I will also prepare and email a stream summary. If you have missed one or more streams, this will provide this will provide you with another opportunity to receive and review the information. Here is the summary following. Following is the summary for the past several weeks, presented in the order of importance. Okay, so there's our intro. Very cool. Let us look at streams. And let's go from top backwards.
It's me.
What I don't have, this is like
in the morning on Sunday, we are streaming.
this is like a Steve Barbie Inception. But this is what I want. This is what we need to do, right?
We're doing winter to spring.
Okay, this is actually an important topic. So, they're all important topics, but this one's particularly timely. So I want to make sure that we get it right. So we'll do, let's just do brief here, 12, was it probably 12:08, 12:10. This was Sunday night late. So I'm actually going to call this, I'll call it 12:10. That's fine. So it's technically Monday morning, but I streamed it Sunday night. And we don't need the year. This will read a little bit cleaner. December 10th. Okay. And then so client wants to build a duplex at CMA review. Okay, so topic number 1. I will say if you have, and I want these updates to be in bullet point format. So if you want the full detail on everything, then watch the stream, right? Watch the video. And if you're okay with just a brief update, then this email will serve you well. So pretty much the summary emails are going to be brief bullet point format, and if there's something in the bullet point format that you are curious about, you want to get more information, well, you can go back and watch the stream. All right, so if you have a listing that is expiring anytime in the next 3 months, consider suggesting to our client that they take their home off the market from December 15th through January 15th. And I guess it would only have to be, there's 31 days in January. We'll just call it January 15th for the sake of illustration. In order to refresh DOM and get a new listing on January 16th. And I guess I better make sure here. If we go off market on the 15th, so 15 through the 30th, that's 7, 14, 15, 16. So yeah, it really only have to be until the 14th on January 15th, because there's 31 days in December, to to refresh DOM and get a new listing on January 15th. You can then draft an addendum. You can then use this opportunity, and I'm going to be a little bit more, because this is an important topic, I want agents to actually take action based upon this item, so I'm going to flesh this one out more than I will some of the other topics. Alright, so if you have a listing that's expiring anytime in the next 3 months, consider suggesting to our client that they take their home off the market from December 15th through January 14th in order to refresh DOM and get a new listing on January 15th. You can then use this opportunity to secure, try, and secure additional listing time. If you wait until your listing expires, let's say at the end of January, you are at greater risk of the seller choosing to relist with someone else. If you, on the other hand, if you can get our client to agree to the strategy above, an addendum is required. So I want to use like an example here. So if you have a listing that is expiring anytime in the next 3 months, consider suggesting to our client that they take their home off the market. If you have a listing that has been on the market for a while and is expiring, okay, if you have a listing that has been on the market for a while and is expiring anytime in the next 3 months, consider suggesting to our client that they take their home off the market for the next 30 days in order to refresh DOM and get a new listing on January 15th. You can then use this opportunity to draft an addendum that directs the property to be taken off the market for this period of time and extends the listing period through late spring into summer. If you wait until your listing expires, let's say at the end of January, you are at a greater risk of the seller choosing to relist with someone else. However, if you use the strategy above, you can often use the opportunity to also secure additional listing time because you are being proactive. P-E-C-A-U-S-E, because you are being proactive. And did I delete the rest of that? I guess I did. Alright, if you have a listing that has been on the market for a while, and is expiring any time in the next 3 months, consider suggesting to our client I'll just say to your seller, if you have a listing that has been on the market for a while and is expiring anytime in the next 3 months, excuse me, let's see who this is. Hello, this is Steve. Hey, how's it going, sir? Sure. Okay. Yeah, a service animal is generally not considered to be a pet. Um, it's a service animal. So if they allow if the CCNRs allow for two dogs, and is there something where then are they coming up with this restriction? It's just arbitrary. They're just okay. Um, so I know that we tried to sell a mobile home. Goodness, this was earlier in the spring, and we had it sold like 3 times, and every time we had it, yeah, every time we had it sold, it was the new buyer couldn't qualify to lease the space in the park, in the mobile home park, and so that is a restrictive layer. So if you're trying to sell a mobile home on a leased lot, getting the approval to lease the lot from the new buyer is an issue. Um, so okay, right. That's right. You can't. So if she had one animal and it was a service animal, I would say that we have nothing to worry about. So the one animal that is a service animal, I think that is not something that we have to be concerned about. Um, right. But the other two that are pets, if that's an issue, those do constitute animals, and if they're going to decline to lease the space to these buyers because of that, then that's something obviously we'd want to know sooner rather than later. Um, okay, okay. Yeah, then that's good. So then what I would do then is I would um, encourage the other agent to encourage their buyers to submit the application right away, because that what that will do is it will reveal any challenges or the lack of any challenges on a more official basis than then either you or I or the other agent could gather by a bunch of phone calls. So if they submit the application and the application itself is silent on the issue of animals, and then they approve the application and they send us back the lease document, and the lease document is silent on animals, then those buyers are protected. But if the application or the lease that they give us contains any restrictions, then that's where the buyer is going to have to make a decision. Okay. It's a 6-pager. Is there anything in there on the animal topic? The agent's reading through the document, so I'm going to proof while they read. December 10th. If you have a listing, I put them on mute. Okay, so then so if there's nothing in the documentation that prohibits it, then the so that means that the buyers aren't going to be asked to sign anything that is later could be used against them in saying, "Hey, you signed this document that said no pets, and now you've got pets." So if the buyers aren't going to be signing anything that's restrictive, um, and they can get their application approved. So, hey, your application got approved, and you signed the documents, and you moved in, and there was nothing in those documents that restricted any pet count. Then then you're protected. You have a lease, because the document, a lease is you remember all the way back from real estate school, they talk about the bundle of rights, and so yeah, and so the lease, a lease is one of those bundle of rights. So a property owner, in this case the owner of the lot, or the owner of the park, can give part of their rights away temporarily in the form of a lease. And so that leasehold interest that the tenant holds is not something that can just be taken away. They have those rights, so yeah, if the rights that the landlord or the property owner is giving to the tenant do not contain any restrictions for pets, then there are no restrictions for pets. So if there's nothing in the CC&Rs, there's nothing in the lease, there's nothing in the application, then I would, if I was advising that particular buyer, I would say, look, they gave you a leasehold interest in the property, and there's no mention of any restrictions anywhere, so it would seem to me that you're safe here. You probably throw in the obligatory, don't take my word for it. If you have concerns, talk to an attorney. They can tell you better than I can, but just looking at the agreement here, there's nothing here that talks about pets. There's nothing here that talks about pets, and there's nothing here that talks about pets. So I think you're in pretty good shape. Yeah, I think the best bet though is to get them to turn in that application as soon as they can, because walking through the process is going to be the most certain way to reveal any restrictions that might exist. Yeah, exactly. hmm Yeah, hey, you got it. Let me know how things turn out, and any more questions, just give me a holler. Happy to help. Hey, you got it. Bye bye. All right. Um, that's it's a mobile home on a rented lot, and I'll tell you, some of those mobile home parks are not, they're not like, HOAs can be a pain, but at least with an HOA you have like a clearly defined rule set. You have the CCNRs, it's in black and white, you can see what's up. With some of the mobile home parks, it's really kind of like, you got Uncle Charlie running the park, and it's whatever rules he wants to decide, or it's kind of wacky. Um, and so, like I was telling that agent, getting the documentation is going to reveal everything, um, because what you hear from people sometimes does not accurately reflect what is really true. All right. If you have a listing that has been on the market for a while, if you have a listing that has been on the market for a while and is expiring anytime in the next 3 months, I guess we can just say, if you have a listing that is expiring anytime in the next 3 months, consider suggesting to your seller that they take the home off the market from this time to this time in order to refresh DOM and get a new listing on January 15th. You can then use this opportunity to draft an addendum that directs the property to be taken off the market for this period of time and extends the listing period through late spring or into summer. If you wait until your listing expires, let's say at the end of January, you are at a greater risk of the seller choosing to relist with someone else. However, if you are proactive and use the strategy above, you can often also secure additional listing time in the process. Contact me I think at this stream I cover the language. Are listed through the spring is essentially what you're saying. Now you don't need to, and I wouldn't necessarily suggest that you cover that in advance with your client. Don't just and then in this blank addendum, and it's a regular art for a long time, and they'll give their focus originally to fresher listings. So that's one point of value. The other point of value is that this gives you an opportunity to that is captured there, because it is true. Agents and buyers will tend to marginalize listings that appear to have been on the market for a long time, and they'll give their focus originally to fresher listings. 8:54. Watch the stream at 8:54 mark for addendum language. So I think this is the whole thing. A TOBA agent is concerned that now, week between markets, we need to have this, a neighborhood that's been is duplex. Okay, a TOBA agent's inquiry to me on Friday or Saturday was very timely because it enables me to have this conversation with everybody. All right, 16:55. 0 to 16:55. Okay. December 10th, watch from there to there. If you have a listing that's expiring anytime in the next 3 months, consider suggesting to your seller that they take their home off the market from December 15th through January 14th in order to refresh DOM and get a new listing on January 15th. You can then use this opportunity to draft an addendum that directs the property to be taken off the market for this period of time and extends the listing period through late summer or through late spring or into summer. If you wait until your listing expires, let's say at the end of January, you are at greater risk of the seller choosing to relist with someone else. However, if you are proactive and use the strategy above, you can often also secure additional listing time in the process. Contact me or watch the stream at the 8:54 mark for addendum language. Okay. And then we have, so that's that. We have a client or a customer or a client that wants to build a duplex. So an Atova agent texted me earlier today and said that they have a client that wants to build a duplex. And so the problem with that, they don't want a duplex. So we can do active. I know they said Ada County. So she said Ada County in her text. So active Ada County duplex in here. No, where is duplex? Let's see, type. It's in multifamily residential, actually is what it is. So search residential income and then active and Ada County. Okay, and something, which ones of the consistent Tubac, new properties, Heston, subject property is new construction of the town. I suppose it's possible. Address here, we'd have to apply for, a rezone or get a conditional use permit or whatever hoops they want you to jump through. So no, yes, and maybe if you jump through some hoops. So you share with the client that information, and then you proceed accordingly from there. All right, so that's 4108. That is some info on the duplex front. And then lastly, let's take a look here at this CMA. I've changed the address here just as a courtesy to the agent that provided this to me. And really what I'm looking here for is any type of layout errors. So we do have an error here where I doubt, I suppose it's possible, that they all sold in 0 days on market. Let's take. Okay. Look. I've got to go back to the dashboard here. Okay, that's the winter to spring listing strategy. We also have here with December 10th. I guess we better put the time in here. So December 10th, 12:37 a.m. So how's that format look? Okay, and then this would be also December 10th at 10:21 p.m. I think that was the whole thing on that day.
Learn more about blockchain or to participate in our project.
The icons ended there. Okay, yep, that was the whole thing on that day. Today we're doing that. That was not a stream. That was that. That one I covered. Winter to spring. Proofing listing mailers. That was a 2-day thing. So we'll do December 7th at 11:16 a.m. and 4:35 p.m. we did what? Proofing listing mailers. Okay, so I think I will do like this. Because what I can do then is extract out some of these secondary topics and move them to the end. So remember, I want to have them presented in the order of importance. And so some of this other stuff, while it's important, there's not a lot of like content that you need to know. If you're curious, you want to track along, cool, there's the topic, feel free to participate. But it's not critical like that. So kind of separating things out. So let's just keep going. Proofing listing mailers, because there's an earlier stream where we talk about what's happening with these listing mailers, which we'll come to here in a little bit. So here, December 6th, and this is how to preparing or writing an offer. We'll say that's it. All right. This is the server stuff. This is a fast CMA. So this was December 5th. At 6:38 p.m. Preparing or creating a CMA fast version. December 4th at 11:22 p.m. updating the website stats graph. And after I do these, I'm going to go through and see if there's any intro topics in these as well. December 3rd at 11:30 p.m. Low appraisal timelines and strategies, and then my opinion on the market. Miscellaneous goodies. November 29th at 11:43 p.m. We'll put miscellaneous for now. I will catch that up here in a minute. November 28th. So I have to flesh all these out with actual little tidbits of actual knowledge. I don't want this just to be a list of the streams. We already have a list of the streams in the Broker Daily section on the dashboard. This actually needs to be informative in the areas where being informative is required. So like we don't have to necessarily provide a lot more information on this one, but we will want to provide more information, for example, on this one. If you are representing a buyer, a seller, and the buyer is asking for more time, asking to extend closing to wrap up financing, and I'll have to explain that. It's November 28th, Tuesday evening. That's the second revision. November 27th, (4:26). This is definitely going to be PM. November 27th at 9:43 p.m. And that's the second revision. It was the third and the fourth. Aha. So then that is the third revision, because this one is the fourth revision. Okay. That's 27th at 9:43 p.m. Then the 27th at 4:20 p.m. And that is updates and agent books. I'll need to flesh that out too. That's just the post about the seasonal giving opportunities. This is the 25th at 11:58 p.m. And that is contract language and some programming. November 21st. And that's at 7:40 p.m. We're doing, this is Schedule E. So when working with buyers on investment property, be sure to always ask for the seller's Schedule E, and I'll flush that out. And then we have travel safely on Thanksgiving. Okay, and this is going to be the second revision, and that's on the 20th at 2:12 p.m. So the 19th at 4:03 p.m. Here we're doing updates, mailer review, and then on the 18th, 10:52 a.m., we're doing a contract review, RE21 contract review, and then on the 14th, oh goodness, on the 14th, we're doing 11:19 p.m. We're doing, this is Photoshop work. Photoshop work. Labor Day follow-up. Getting ready to do a stream. So this is 11:09. This can't be the 27th. This must be the 14th. No, that can't be right. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh, I see what I did here. Earth. This is the second revision. Okay, so this is just me copying and pasting. Third revision was the 27th. Yeah, okay. So that's Photoshop work. Now we are at the 14th. After the Photoshop work, we're down here to the 9th. And on the 9th at 11:04 is the primary post. And we did CMA training long form. And I'll group that with the other CMA training too. And then I don't know what this topic even was. That's okay. We'll get to it in a minute. 11:08 at 10:54 a.m. This is something training class. I'll look that up in a minute. Investment property financial analysis. That was on the 7th at 6:20 p.m. So, how to use the pro forma financial analysis to estimate the value of investment property. Floor time class. This is at 9:27 a.m. wartime training. Then we have, this is the 7th at 1:20 a.m. I'm a crazy person. Working on the agent books, mastermind reminder, streaming that, and then we're going to say this is 11:05 at 12:38 a.m. and that's the first one. First draft. Live streaming announcement. This is a CRM class. So November 2nd at 6:31 p.m. is when the first post, or when the post was there, and that is a Tova CRM class. Is that right? Yes. Okay. All right. So I've got the frame. I have the intro done. Then I have the framework of all the classes here. Now I have to write the updates. Then I also need to do the mappings, or to find when the correct timestamps are. So for here, for the brief topic segment. But I'm going to take a break because we have been streaming for, is there not a timestamp on here? Here we are. Almost an hour and a half, and I'm just need a little break. So I'm going to take a break, probably help some kids with some homework, have some dinner, relax for a little bit, and then I'll come back and stream again later this evening, and we'll finish writing this letter. So until then, have yourselves a wonderful evening, and call me if you need anything. I'm happy to help. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.